a very long process that started in August of this year, a process that involved looking for the best and the brightest media ideas from across East Africa. And we are here today to announce the winners of the 2020-2021 Innovators-In-Residence program by the Aga Khan University Media Innovation Center of the Graduate School of Media and Communications, and with our partners, that is Deutsche Welle Academy and Media Challenges Initiative in Uganda and Tanzania Media Foundation. So without further ado, I would like to invite our Dean of the Graduate School of Media and Communications, that is Professor Lawrence Pintack, to give a few remarks before we can let him go in the next 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Dean Pintack. You're welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Njoki, and it's a pleasure to be able to say that publicly now for the first time. A big congratulations for those of you who don't know. Njoki recently received her PhD, completed a PhD, which is a long and arduous process. So it's a great honor that I can refer to you as Doctor now.
Thank you.
It's also a great honor to talk to you, media innovators and those in the community. This is an exciting time to be in the media business. It is, needless to say, a hugely challenging time on every level, from the COVID crisis that affects all of our lives to the media landscape and the financial fallout that the media is feeling as a result of the crisis, but also, the financial fallout that the media has been enduring for a very long time. Systems are changing, financial structures are changing, media is changing fundamentally. And you guys, those of you who are the new crop of innovators, and those of you who have been in the program for a while, are at the forefront of that change. We are looking at major media organizations that are now looking to people like you for ideas, looking at people like you to help them to navigate change. Because change is here, change is a reality, change is not going away anytime soon. I think the fact that so many people applied for so few slots in the Innovators program says so much about the state of the industry and the state of the possibilities, the potential, the great people who are out there and just dying to get their feet on the ground and develop their new concepts. So it was gratifying to see the ideas and the projects that came out of the last round of Innovators. And I'm very excited to watch you guys, and I say guys in a non-sex identified sense, you group, you folks, and see where you go and what you do and what new ground you break. So I'll leave it there. Njoki, I'll throw it back to you. And again, congratulations to all of you. And I'll be watching with a lot of interest and looking forward to getting to know all of you. Njoki, Dr. Njoki.
Thank you very much, Dean Pintack. I realize there's a small problem with my video, but we go on regardless. So at this point, it is my great pleasure to invite Sheila Birgen, our lead coach, who is going to break down to us the selection process, and she is going to be flanked by our lead trainer, Miss Anne Gitari, who I think some of you have already met, given the fact that she conducted the pitch training. Over to you, Sheila and Anne. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Sheila, we can go ahead.
Thank you. So my name is Sheila Birgen, and I'm the lead coach. I think I've met some of you in some of the sessions we've had, but I'll be breaking down the selection process to how we got to the winners. So we opened call for application at point this year, and we were able to get 250 applications from across East Africa. From the 250 applications, we got a team, an internal team, including all the three partners, to go through the applications and filter applications that were not in line with what we were looking for. So if they were not in East Africa, for instance, if they were not within the media sector, for instance, those ones were the ones we filtered out. After filtration of those ones, we got a different panel of selection committee from across East Africa. The composition of the selection committee was, we would have two from the country of those particular application and one from different countries. So from the three countries, for instance, in Kenya, we would have two Kenyan selection committee members and one from Tanzania. In Uganda, would have two from Uganda and one from Tanzania, and in Tanzania would have one from Kenya, and like just a rotation that way. And this selection committee members were members of both the innovation and the media sector. Most of them having been in the industry, worked with startups, and also worked as journalists and understand the media landscape well. They were 9 of them, and then they filtered further from the 210 that we had already filtered to 30. And after they filtered the 30, they met as a group. This was done virtually, and each of them, they did not talk at any point during that selection process. We gave them a selection criteria that they were to follow through and judge online. Then they met, all of them, the 9 of them, and deliberated from the 30 that they had initially narrowed down based on their scores to a further 15 who then became the finalists. The 15 were invited to pitch. We gave them a separate form for submitting more information based on the feedback we got from the selection committee around some of the things they not initially were not clear, but also to just get more context about the work that they were doing for a different panel of jury. And so after that, we did a pitching training that Anne will briefly talk about. And after the pitching training and feedback on their pitch deck, they were invited to pitch to a panel of 8 and Friday, depending on which country. So each 5 of them were pitching, and they pitched. After pitching, the jury met on Friday evening to deliberate further around their scores and who they felt scored significantly high, and gave reasons and feedback around their models and why we should include them or at least accept them into the program. And that is what has brought us to this event today, where you will all find out who the 3 that will be getting into the program will be. Thanks. So I think, Anne, maybe you can just briefly tell us about the pitching and the training that they were able to achieve.
All right, thank you, Sheila. I hope everyone can hear me well. Yeah, all right. So I'll just carry on from where Sheila left off. My name is Anne Gitari. I'm the lead trainer for this program, and I'm honored to be part of this amazing event today, and also what will follow in the next few months. So after we picked the final 15, we decided to start off our training immediately by offering some knowledge skills on pitching. And this was done virtually, so to speak. So after the announcement of the final 15, we put together what was called a care package, a pitch care package that had several documents in it, including how to put together the pitch, a pitch template, how to present your pitch virtually, sort of in a storytelling manner, just to prepare innovators for how they would present the ideas to the jury. And that took about a week, and then we had what was a Q&A or feedback session with everybody else in case they were experiencing challenges putting together their pitch decks or thinking about how to pitch virtually. So we had that on the 16th of this month. It was a Monday, and we got good feedback from the finalists, and really a lot of appreciation in terms of the fact that we had actually thought about this and prepared them for the pitch event, especially for those who had probably never pitched before. And we then asked them to submit their final pitch decks a day ahead of the pitch day, and these were forwarded to the jury to look at prior to the innovators pitching to the jury on the Thursday and Friday of the same week. So I think I should be able to hand over to you, Sheila, just to finalize on this. Yeah, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Anne. I think we take you back to Njoki.
Thank you very much, Sheila and Anne. And now I think I will, the next, according to the program, the next session is going to be a judges panel discussion in which we're going to get judges from Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania to discuss their observations from the applications received from the respective countries. And to lead this discussion, I will hand over to my colleague, Caleb Chuma, who is currently the communications officer at the Innovation Center. Caleb?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Njoki. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Sheila, for a brief introduction. Also, thank you to our dean for the opening remarks. Now, next up is we want to give everyone a perspective of what the 250 applications communicated to us and also the judges. So here we'll start with Foster. Foster was, she heads the Tanzania Media Foundation. She's also one of our partners at the Media Innovation Center. So I'll welcome her to give a few remarks on what she saw from the application received and also from the judging process. Foster?
Foster, are you on mute?
Sorry, yes. Hi. Video as well. So I hope you can hear me now. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So hi, Caleb, Dr. Pintak, and all the team, Sheila. Reflecting on the applications received from Tanzania, I was pleasantly surprised that we had quite a significant amount of applicants in the whole process. This being kind of the first time that Tanzania is included in the Innovators-In-Residence program. So it was really exciting to see all the applications that had been received, and also specifically with respect to the 5 that made their presentation to the panel of judges. I think it's great how much the team at the Innovation Center took time to prepare them to have these wonderful pitches that they did. Some of the insights with respect to that is that I think that a lot of all the 5 had really great ideas with respect to addressing something that is relevant in the Tanzanian context. So there was one idea on storytelling, another that looked at media monitoring, the diversity of the issues that the applicants or the I guess competitors and participants addressed in their ideas was really quite remarkable, and it demonstrates to me that there is a lot of interest in generating solutions to the challenges that we see in the media sector, and also that there is a lot that these five can share with others within the space, so that we continue to get a really good flow of ideas from the Tanzanian context. For now, let me end there. Perhaps if I'm invited again, I can give some more perspective. Caleb, over to you.
Thank you so much, Foster. We also have with us one of our DWA colleagues, that's Julia Gehring, that I will kindly request to also give or to share a few thoughts on the applications and also on the application process that we had. Julia?
Well, hello, and warm welcome from my side from Germany as well. Yes, this has been an exciting journey, and just looking at the applications, we had 250 very diverse applicants from all over East Africa. And what we recognize that that the challenges in this disruptive times in regard with COVID have been reflected in so many application, and there was so much novelty around those applications, and it was really, really hard to actually pick like the top 30, the top 15, and then just going for the last 3 winners. And maybe I don't want to go too much into detail, but just acknowledging that there's so many bright minds out there, and even though only a few can make it as winners or receive the grant, we just would like to say we see the potential, and stay tuned to what the Media Innovation Center has to offer. There's a lot of prep trainings going on. There's a lot of support you might want to engage with. We will be online with our website in January, so check it out. And we just would like to see how many of you are evolving in the next weeks, months, and years to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julia. Yeah, and also I'd just like to appreciate the colleagues at the Innovation Center who took time to create videos that gave tips on application. There's some on how to apply, and also to Anne featuring in as giving the pointers in pitching, and also Sheila just explaining the whole pitching process. I think these guys did an amazing job, and it really helped to make the application process easier and smoother. So we'd like to move on to our next segment of the program, and we want to invite the current cohort that we have. And the idea here, we want them to share the experience so far with the program and how it has helped them grow their startup from since they came to when they're here. So we're going to start with Debunk Media, represented by Patrick. Patrick, are you online?
Hi everyone, how are you? Well, this whole journey has been really good. We've learned a lot, especially, being a startup and in the media space. It's not that easy, but what we got at the Innovation Center was it's really good. We've learned a lot, from how to start a business, how to run it, how to keep it greased, and the innovation. We would have just been a startup just like that, have challenges out there without the valuable education we got from the Innovation Center, from everything on how to run the business. And the great part was we got chances to interact with the media moguls who are there, especially with the CEO dinners. It was good. And the team was fantastic, from Benson, Caleb, yourselves, from Claire. As in, it's a really good place to learn. and everyone's there to help you, to hold your hand, to get you to do something. No one's just leaving you out there. So it was a really, really good experience for us.
Patrick, just a few comments on the training. You know, everyone usually focuses on the $2 million, $20,000 grant. So could you just give probably, just select one training like journalism training or business, and just tell us how much it has impacted the business?
Ah, right. Okay. So first of all, it's not about the money at all. Yes, it's a bonus to help you as a media startup. It's really a good bonus. But one of the really good, one of the really good trainings I had was the Canvas one, which was really good because we got to know how to plan the whole thing and just do it well. The Canvas training was really, really good, very helpful. It helps us understand who our audience are, who we're targeting, why we're targeting them, and it was really beneficial. And it's grueling training, but it's worth it. Every single minute was just worth it.
Thank you so much, Patrick. You can find more about Debunk Media on the social media. They're on YouTube as Debunk Media and also on Twitter and Facebook as Debunk.media. So check out the really amazing stories they've done so far. And also Patrick had a podcast after Roma, which is really exciting. So moving on next, I'd like to invite this current cohort also. We had two teams. The next team represented here is LudicWorks by Douglas Ogeto, who's also the co-founder. LudicWorks is a gaming startup, and I will invite Douglas to share more on who Ludic is and how this program has impacted their goal. Douglas?
Thanks a lot, Caleb. Good afternoon, everyone. Courtesy of AKU and everyone listening, it's a pleasure to share our experience as LudicWorks. For us, it's been a great 1 year, at least in terms of participating through the program. One thing for us, we are, as Caleb mentioned, within the gaming space, but in terms of a product we are building is focused on disrupting the media space. So being part of the current cohort was quite beneficial, given that, we were able to get, if I could call it real-time insights, the ability of not flying blind, given that, we're working with AKU alongside DW. So this was able to help us, get the relevant insights to see how we can be able to adopt our our program, excuse me. In addition to that, we've enjoyed the program given that we have been able to get access to the media ecosystem, given that we're looking to innovate, or rather are innovating within the media space. Just the ability of getting access to the community, industry players has really gone a long way to get our product out to market. When it comes to the market itself, I think money is a good thing, and the grant has been able to help us validate, test, and also support us with the go-to-market for our proof of concept. So this is some of the mileage that we've been able to achieve, at least within this incubation period. I think when it comes to the learnings, we've both immensely benefited from the one-on-one mentorship, getting access to dedicated mentors who, based on their various experience in and out of the media ecosystem, being able to work with us and show us some of the items that we need to consider have been quite beneficial. And then I think when you look at some of the workshops, team dynamics, etc., these are some of the things that at least we've been able to pick up. Overall, we've enjoyed the program. We've been able to connect with the community as well as the fellow cohort that we would have otherwise not been connected to. Yeah, so it's been a great 1 year, and for those who will be joining, we definitely, as part of the first cohort, wish you all the best and do enjoy your program. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Douglas. I really appreciate that. And at this juncture, we would like to move to the main event and the main highlight of today's event. And we want to announce the 3 teams from Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania that will be joining us in the Innovators-In-Residence program. So we are going to follow this particular protocol. So we're going to have Kenya announce first. And once the team is announced, they're going to share just a few words on what the idea is about. And then followed by Tanzania, and then last but not least, Uganda. So for Kenya, I'm going to ask Njoki Chege to announce the winner. For Tanzania, I will ask Foster. And for Uganda, I'm going to ask Julia Gehring to make the announcement. So we're going to start off with Dr. Njoki Chege for the Kenyan team.
Give me a second. I think it's been sent to my email.
In the meantime, as we wait, so remember the Innovation Center exists in all social media channels. We are on Twitter at AKU Media Futures. At Facebook also, you can find us at the Media Innovation Center, and also on the YouTube channels, Media Innovation Center. So for more insights on our videos, we've done a lot of great videos on YouTube. So you can just log in there and have a glimpse of our webinars that we had during the Corona period, which will definitely be a bonus to you. Welcome back, Njoki. Up to you.
Thank you very much. The Kenyan team that will join the 2020-2021 Innovators-In-Residence program by the Aga Khan University and goes to, drum rolls, the Brazen Universe Lamb Sisterhood.
At this moment, I think I'll just add.
Laura, I think her name is Laura.
I'm not able to see her. Is there any team member available? They can just raise their hand.
Yeah, I think
Laura Ekumbo, okay.
Yes, Laura Ekumbo, and I think she has another team member.
Okay. Laura, I think I can just give a few minutes to join in as a panelist. Yeah, I think she's in. Hi, Laura. Hope you can hear us.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, there she
Hi.
is. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Congratulations on the win.
I can't hear you. Thank you. I'm frazzled. So obviously, so I think all of us are like, what? We're very shocked and very excited. So first of all, thank you. Thank you very much. And I heard you mention earlier that you'd like for us to share about our idea, a little bit about it. We're actually together because we're in the process of writing a musical about Field Marshal Muthoni wa Kirima. And that's a part of our Brazen Universe, which centers African women. We want to make African women the center of the universe. And in our pitch, we mentioned that our flagship product is the Brazen Podcast, which is still in production. I'm so like, my blood has pumped up, so feel free to jump in.
I mean, just this moment, we were talking about Field Marshal Muthoni wa Kirima and the betrayals that she experienced, the grand betrayal of colonialism, the smaller betrayals of fighting for a country and what it means to feel like you haven't been honored by that country. And so, like Laura says, we're a little bit frazzled. But Maura, you want to say hello?
Yeah, Maura is with us too. We're all here.
Hi, and thank you. And we're excited. And Wanja Wahoro, our musical collaborator, is filming all our insane faces right now and making fun of us, which is kind of making this moment more delightful. So thank you. We're so grateful. We're really, really excited. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, I heard Patrick mention earlier about how the money is great, but the resources are kind of the thing that everybody looks forward to. And that's a genuine thing for us too, is the resources. Because as creatives, we've kind of come to terms with the fact that the money will never be enough. And you kind of work with what you have, but the access to the mentorship and the entrepreneurial mentorship and a studio to work on the podcast is a thing that we're really, really looking forward to.
And to say it is very audacious to want to make African women the center of the universe. It is a big, bold, audacious idea. And to do that, we're going to need big, bold, audacious allies. And that's what's thrilling about this, because it's not something we can do on our own.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited for us as African women to claim our center.
And we're excited to invite you into our universe. Like, let's be brazen together. This is a brazen idea. And even in pitching it, we were very particular about saying it is brazen and we know it's ambitious. But we are excited to collaborate with the AKU and with anybody who's watching who feels like they want to be a part of this universe. It's a universe and it has space for all of us. And we're very excited to make African women the center of the universe. I think I'll stop there because we're going into rambling territory.
Thank you so much.
Laura and your team. It was a real pleasure listening to your application. And if maybe Foster might bear me witness, it was a tight race.
Sorry, Njoki, to cut. Your audio is a bit low.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay, Carla, just go ahead as I fix my audio. Is it good right now?
Yeah, I think you need to bring the mic a bit closer.
Okay, great. Yeah. Sorry about that. So I think, like I was saying, Foster will bear me witness, and my colleagues from the Chevella Academy. It was a tight race, but we were particularly impressed by Brazen Universe because of the unique kind of content that they were talking about. Obviously feminist, but also something different. We know that podcasts are, the listenership for podcasts is actually growing in this part of the world, not just globally, but also in this part of the world. And we've been seeing some, local news media organization going into that direction. So we look forward to working with you. And I think it is important for me to reiterate what Julia initially said, that particularly for the teams that pitched and got to the finals, this is not the end of your journey. Just because you did not get into the residency does not mean that we abandon you at this point. There are lots of training and mentorship and coaching opportunities that you could leverage on, and we are ready to walk with you this journey. So I will not waste anyone's time. I will now shut up and let Caleb invite Foster to announce the next thing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Njoki, for that wrap up from the Kenyan side. Now we go all the way back to the Swahili-speaking nations, that's Tanzania, and Ms. Foster will happily announce the Tanzanian winner.
So Caleb, should I then do it in Kiswahili because of us being? Oh, yeah, should I? Okay, so
yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah, great, yeah. I don't know what drum roll is in Kiswahili, but ninachukua nafasi hii kwa shangwe na furaha nyingi kuwatangaza washindi wa Tanzania ni Honor Stories. I don't know if any representative from Honor Stories is here, but just before, or if they do come on, I just want to say that they have a really great idea, and it's really exciting to have them on board. Really looking forward to what they're planning to do on the Tanzanian landscape. Karibu sana.
Yes.
Kwa Kiswahili shangwe nyingi na vigeregere, I don't know. Yay.
Asante sana. Yani tunashukuru sana. Yani tulikuwa sijui nisemeje, labda nilimwachia mwenzangu, lakini tunashukuru sana Aga Khan University pamoja na judges wote ambao wameangalia application yetu na kupitia vitu ambavyo vigezo ambavyo tulivi submit, na pia kwetu sisi ni jambo ambalo like tulipokuwa tuna apply nilikuwa naiombea sana na nilikuwa kwa kweli nilikuwa naiombea sana na nilikuwa na post team yangu kwamba jamani na apply kitu na msipoiombea kila mtu lazima aombe na kufunga kabisa, sababu ni jambo ambalo nilikuwa na hamu nayo sana, na sababu tangu mwanzo tulipokuwa tunaanzisha Ona Stories na Another Storytelling Group, hili ni kitu ambalo tulikuwa ndo kitovu cha mambo mengi na shughuli ambayo tulikuwa tunafaa kufanya. Lakini ndo hapo katikati ndo tulikuwa tuna kazi nyingi ambazo lakini tulikuwa tunashindwa, na kwa kupata support hii kutoka Aga Khan University ni jambo kubwa kwetu na tunafurahi sana, na we are expecting yani kwamba tupate ushirikiano mkubwa na tupate support kubwa kutoka kwenu ili kukuza biashara hii na kukuza idea hii.
Yeah, just to add to that, as you can tell, we're very excited.
Yeah.
We're very grateful and thankful for this opportunity. We're very proud of what we've been able to do as a business, but I think this represents for us like both the next level of where we can go, and at the same time a return to our roots, because like Tulanana hinted at, when we began Ona Stories, our desire was to basically do what we've applied to be able to do with the funding and the support from AKU, to tell to explain the stories of Tanzania from a Tanzanian perspective, right, in Swahili at depth. And this will be something that truly allows us to do that. So we're super excited for this, and thank you guys very much. We're looking forward, and also in terms of the mentorship and the support, so that right, we can basically kick on to the next level. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Karibuni sana, hata sisi tunafurahia kuwa mmekuwa washindi kule Tanzania. Karibuni sana. Foster, kama unaweza wrap up hivi kidogo kwa hiyo Tanzania.
Caleb, unataka you want me to say what they've said, or just to maybe I'll just put in wrap it up in English for the sake of everybody else who's also here, just but for me, Ona Stories and what they're planning to do is really going to add value to the landscape in Tanzania. I really look forward to seeing the storytelling focus that they're bringing and they want to bring more broadly. I remember the image that they used to communicate the challenge in the landscape, and this idea that there is a need for vegetables, to address, this news problem that we have. And it is great. It's great because it first of all, it stuck with me. So I really think that whatever it is that you're planning to do, my own experience and understanding of the landscape is that it really needs a lot of creativity and people out there to simplify and break down the big things that we're all trying to understand on the landscape. So through your idea of these super creative explainer type content that's going to go out there, I really think it's going to make a powerful difference on the landscape. And I really think that the opportunity that Aga Khan University is presenting through the Innovation Center with support from DW Academy is really being put to good use. Hongera sana. Yeah.
Thank you so much, first. Thank you so much. And just to let the teams know that as much as this is an East African field, you don't have to come to Kenya for the residency. I mean, we partnered with MCI and TMA, and they are going to be the physical locations and the center where you're going to get the support from. So it's East African with a proper touch to it. So we'd like to move to one of my favorite countries in Africa, that is Uganda. for my own reasons though. So I'm going to invite Julia Gering to come in and give us the Ugandan team.
Yes, thank you, Caleb. And before I start my drum rolls, I would like to apologize that I'm the one talking to you today because actually my colleague Abbas Mpindi was supposed to speak today, who's the CEO of the Media Challenge Initiatives. And unfortunately, he's not able to talk today, but I think he would have been the right person because he was so engaged and so excited about this. So I'm hopefully trying to give you some impression of his excitement as well. Yes, I'm very happy to announce the Ugandan team, and there have been many great pitches from Uganda. That is a buzzing country, but the pitch who actually won is an organization representing the minorities across Uganda, and I think this is especially unique for our program, that we're not only looking at very high sophisticated already pitches, but looking that we cover the entire media landscape. And so congratulations, Minority Africa. And the team around Caleb.
Yay!
So just promoting. Yes, he's going to join in.
Yay! Adding my cheers to Njoki's.
Oh, Kereke. Oh, there he is.
I am in Lagos and I'm screaming because we're trying to buy fuel in the car, but I've just been screaming and I don't understand why I'm screaming. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. I cannot explain how much this means to us, how much this means to my team, how excited we are that you've given us the opportunity to tell the stories that we love to tell. I think the best thing about joining AKU is I've loved your program for so long. I've loved the university for so long. So being part of the Innovation Center is something that I cannot explain. Even beyond the money, just being in a space where I know that we'll have resources available, we'll have trainers available I can't find the words to explain, but thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Caleb. I particularly like your jacket. I hope you wore your jacket specifically for this. Oh, we love it.
I'm attending a wedding, so I'm heading to a wedding now.
Oh.
And that's why I'm dressed like this. It's a traditional wedding. It's a traditional.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Caleb. And I think just to say something, Minority Africa was quite impressed with the judges, mostly also because of for the same reason why we were talking about the present universe, because you're doing the stories that people are afraid of tackling. I mean, this consistent and chronic misrepresentation of minorities, sexual minorities, tribal, community minorities, just people on the fringes of society, on the fringes of community, whose stories in the legacy news media organizations are either cast as victims or as misfits and all that, but for you to cast them in good, positive light, I think, and also to highlight the challenges they face, we thought that was quite profound. So thank you very much. I don't know if that's your team member that you want to pull into the screen.
No, it's just me on the call today.
Okay. So I don't know if there's any remarks from Julia or Foster or Anne.
No, maybe I just can add, you already said a lot of what I wanted to wrap up with, but great you said it because you were part of the jury. I just want to acknowledge that what you're doing currently as well in the political context in Uganda, and that voices like yours are needed, and we're happy you're joining the MCI, Media Innovation Challenge family and the MCI family, as this will be your support on the ground in Uganda.
Yeah, and also to give...
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. So I would like to invite Antonio Kisembo, who's a colleague to Abbas at the MCI, who will share a few words on behalf of Abbas. Antonio? Antonio, if you're
Antonio,
not...
please unmute.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I'm excited, and I heard Caleb say Uganda is his favorite country for reasons he didn't mention, but of course we can discuss that later. I'm really excited, and congratulations to all the winners, and specifically Caleb from Uganda, Minority Africa. As the media challenge, for me, I love Caleb's work and what they have been doing. I've not been part of the process of the jury, but at least the stories he covers, really, the stories not everyone would go into covering them. So being the winner, for me, I'm excited and I'm happy to see how these stories can actually go beyond Uganda, beyond Africa and the world, so that they get to know what Minority Africa is doing. It's a pleasure, and as Media Challenge, we are very excited actually to work with Innovators in Residence. I can't wait to meet the team personally and work together. So thank you very much, AKU and DW Academy. We are excited as Media Challenge to be part of this program.
Thank you so much, Antonio. Thank you so much, Caleb. Just realized that I'm going to have an namesake in this innovation center. So yes, so now we're going to move on to the final. So we're going to do some closing remarks. And before we do the closing remarks, I would like to invite Sheila back again. So Sheila would like to explain, I know people have not won, some have not won, and I would like to explain to them how we are going to be providing support from the Innovation Center. Or Anne, could you do that first, please?
Thank you, Caleb. So first, congratulations again to all our winners. We look forward to supporting you with the mentorship and the coaching and the training that you've mentioned, that you really need to build your teams and build your businesses or your innovations to be viable. But we also want to invite 12 innovators. You're still part of this innovation community, and we'll be contacting you on how best to plug in with us. We've got also a lot of training to offer for you to you guys. We've got levels of mentorship as well to offer to you guys. But also it's because, like Foster mentioned and Jockey mentioned, is that we saw very great ideas and we do not want them to just be left on by the wayside. So we'll be there to support you to continue building them up, and who knows, maybe next year it will be you winning this and be given an opportunity to grow your innovations even further. So don't be a stranger. We'll be contacting you soon just to let you know what next, how do you become part of an innovation community, what that means, and even do you get a chance to interact with these winners and all the other amazing experts here like Foster and everyone else from MCI, TMF, and AKU. So definitely this is not the end for us. It's just a journey that's beginning or that's continuing. And we want to invite all of you, all 15 of you, yes, we have the 3, but all the others as well, to be part of this amazing journey. Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you so much, Anne. And that's just a reaffirmation of our support to media innovation in East Africa. And finally, I'd like to invite our director, Njoki Chege, to give the closing remarks, and then we can close the event for today.
Thank you very much, Caleb. And mostly, I want to just thank everyone who was part of this process. For 2020, like everyone else, we had this grand plan of having an onboarding process, a selection process, physical. We had, Caleb had all these plans to have this events and all that. And we had finally thought about, actually going to Tanzania, Uganda, doing the selection process from Kampala and Dar until COVID happened. And we had to adjust very quickly. Obviously, everything was going to be done digitally. And I think this is a really big milestone for us, not just because we have finally onboarded an East African cohort of innovators and residents, but because we have proven that this can be done through the online and digital capacities that are at our disposal. So we are very excited to do this. So the residency program is going to start possibly mid-December, sometime in early January, going all through to next year. And we look forward to not only supporting this innovators in residence, but for me, like I told my colleagues, Sheila, Julia Derek, and Stefan, and Julia Wagner from DWA, that we are not so worried about this second cohort. Personally, I'm worried about the ones who probably do not make it to the program. I want to be part, I want the Innovation Center to be part of your journey. So we will be actively reaching out to you, like Anne said. We will provide the support that you need, opportunities that we think might be open for you guys. We will make sure that we involve you in this. So we will reach out across the aisle and we will want to walk this journey with you. So thank you very much to all our guests. From AKU, I can see some of my colleagues. From GSMC, I can see Tonga Bunjiwe, Mariam Joki, I can see some of my colleagues from the Provost AKU office, Veronica Robbie, and so many other people. Michelle Joroge, thank you for your support, and to the innovators in residence, the applicants. I see you, I feel you, and you're welcome to the Innovation Center, and we look forward to a brilliant 2021. Karibuni sana, asanteni sana. Abbas did not tell me the Uganda word for thank you, but next time I will have the third one. So, ciao, goodbye, enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you so much, and thank you for attending our event today, and we hope to engage with you further as we go. Have a lovely afternoon and a fantastic weekend.